Welcome back to Xbox Corner. My name is Alex and today we've got a deals video for you all, but with a bit of a spin. Xbox, they've launched a limited time sale for backwards compatible classics that will work on both the One and the Series S and X. With over 100 games though on sale in this one, we'll be taking a look at my personal top 10 favourites. So hit subscribe, join us here on Xbox Corner for reviews, deals, graphical comparisons and Game Pass breakdowns, and let's get started. The trailers today then, they may be a little bit lower in quality given the age of these games. Also, gotta admit it's been a little while since I've played a lot of these myself. That said though, we're going to be starting with an easy one, Red Dead Redemption. This entry from Rockstar Games, incredible. The sequel, it was equally amazing, but it's always fun to revisit where something started, and in this one, we are John Marston, it's 1911, and we are hunting down a gang we once called friends. Visually though, I honestly don't think it's bad at all. This one, the open world is still pretty sizable given its age, and I still appreciate some of the set pieces contained from sprawling open country to small towns to heist directly. It's matching the low price then, 67% off. While I'm on Rockstar then, Grand Theft Auto 4 at time of release, I'll be honest, I wasn't all that keen on this entry. It went for something more serious in tone, and I was still looking kind of for the dumb fun that I found in copycats like Saints Row or even prior Grand Theft Auto entries. Now though, I do appreciate how integral this one was for the series. It took it to another level with its storytelling, and yeah, it's become kind of a personal favourite. It just expanded on the formula. If anything, the controls, they were more unforgiving, and this city, it felt more alive than ever. I've never played a GTA that I've disliked to this point. Maybe one day we'll even see the 6th entry, but this, it was absolutely a turning point for the series. Gotta say though, as I said at the beginning here, some loved it, others not so much. Mega Man then is on sale. We have the 10th entry, but easily 9 is the stronger game. A return to that classic 8-bit style. It's Mega Man. Not really sure how much I can really add here. A fantastic action platformer with a unique premise, that being you can choose which boss you face first. There's always though an optimal way to go about it when choosing the bosses in this one, and that's thanks to the fact you inherit weapons by defeating the robot masters. It's high quality stuff though, and we are long overdue now a new entry. It's matching the low price then, 80% off. Stuntman Ignition then, and I'm not sure this would be considered a good game in the traditional sense. What I do know though is, back at my university days, I was an absolute addict on this one, and also at the same time Gears of War. I remember chasing the full gamer score though on this one forever. Now the concept, it's simple. You are a stunt driver, you are filming different scenes, and in each vehicle you had to kind of follow directions for that perfect score. For me, it was just that loop of attempting to perfect my control over each vehicle, and the set pieces, there were no real movies in the game, but it was very easy to spot the influences. If anyone else had an addiction with this one though, let me know in the comments. I can't imagine there was too many of us out there, and it's 75% off, matching the low price. Catherine then is a classic and another addiction of mine personally. I still have the 360 Collector's Edition on my shelf to this day. I even picked up the full body release as well. That was an expanded edition. Sadly though, that one, it never did hit the Xbox, so this, it is the only option. Some would argue as well, honestly, this version without that expanded story, it's better and a little bit more fine-tuned. The idea though, those that cheat on their loved ones, they are thrown into a nightmare world, and if they fail in this world, then they die in real life. What do you fail at? Climbing blocks while they crumble, or an enemy catches you, or even that, or you just simply fall. It's dark stuff, incredible puzzle mechanics, and generally just, I guess, genius. It's got such a cult following, this one as well. Competitive multiplayer, that is a real thing at fight tournaments. 75% off then, it matches the low price. Crazy Taxi, and I love this game. I remember owning it on the Xbox back in the day, but I actually still to this day have a Dreamcast set up, and this game, it is nearly always in the console. From the fantastic arcade gameplay, pick up passengers, drop them off, to just simply high score chasing, it is arcade gameplay at its best. The only question I have, and maybe someone out there will know and can let me know in the comments down below, does this have any changes? No doubt the resolution's been bumped up, but I'm curious, is the original soundtrack still intact? I know they made some changes with the environment, but that's really about it. That was down to advertisements. I'm actually going to pick this one up myself, though you can never have too many copies of Crazy Taxi, and it's a new low price, 75% off. Killer is Dead then is here with 85% off. That is a new low price. This one's from Suda51, the mastermind behind gems like No More Heroes, Killer 7 and Lollipop Chainsaw. I am an addict for his games, so I'll always be into them, and yeah, pretty much if he releases something I am there day one. But it's also, gotta admit, extremely strange stuff at the same time. That's kind of like his, I guess, his thing. This one though, it's an ultra-violent action-adventure with swordplay and gunplay. It's packing this unique cel-shaded style, though it still works for me to this day. I'd still love to see this one get a full remaster for it, but for now, this will absolutely do. It's a really fun ride. It's been a while for me as well, but I do remember the story. It was just kind of going all over the place. I even still have the physical edition of this one, but I think I'll actually be adding this digital edition to my library given the budget price point. Into the final three titles then, starting with Spec Ops: The Line, and this one, it's an underappreciated gem. It's a third-person shooter kind of war experience, and you'll be playing an operative of this unit. You're attempting to locate a squad in Dubai, but where it separated itself was it had this incredibly adult storyline. Its design was to challenge you morally, and at the time I'd never seen anything like that, and it was absolutely incredible. I'm not sure why as well, but I have these flashbacks to the opening level of this one. It had some grim imagery. I just remember that much. It was impactful. I'm just kind of struggling to place exactly what it was. It's been a long time now. But yeah, for me, this is another one I'm going to be picking up and adding again to my collection. 80% off though, it matches the low price, and the gunplay, it is solid, but I will say again here, it's a bit more challenging, and it tries to make you feel the weight to a certain extent of the shots you are firing. Our penultimate game of the week then, Max Payne 3. This is our third entry from Rockstar Games, and while it's not the best entry in the series, it's no doubt probably, held up the best visually. Sadly, it did lose some of the edge of the series in both its storytelling and that general kind of noir stylings. This one though, you end up in Brazil, you're protecting a family, and it's the usual gunplay and painkillers. As always then, the series, bullet time and dodge return, and again the story and the gameplay may not be the series' best, but it's still Rockstar, and it's still a lot better than most out there. It's a decent little farewell to the character as well, to close out the trilogy. This then, it's a new low price, 55% off. So the final game then, F.E.A.R 2, and I loved this game. I can't remember if it was the first or the second entry, but I was addicted to this first-person shooter online. It wasn't a particularly active community, honestly, but there was a close-knit group of players, so we never struggled to find a game, and often we would be ranking on the global leaderboards. There was again though maybe 20 to 30 people that played it constantly. It was great fun though, we had a blast, and single player was just as entertaining. The funny thing though, while the online was high intensity action, the single player, it was infused with horror, and it had some neat tricks up its sleeve. It was kind of paranormal with great design, and I always remember you'd get to the top of a ladder and you'd get a jump scare, and no matter what I did, it got me every single time. 75% off though, that marks a new low price. And that's us done, but with over 100 games in this sale currently. I'm going to link the page down below in the pinned comment. It seems it's not that easy to find this one on Xbox, and you're going to find all sorts of gems on sale right now. The mighty Time Splitters 2, Bully, another Rockstar release, to Fable, to XCOM. It's for sure worth at least a look to see if you want to maybe grab something you missed, or maybe replay a past favourite. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here on XboxCorner for reviews, deals, graphical comparisons and Game Pass breakdowns weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.